basketball matchup on the final day of the season. It's a senior day send-off for the Villanova veterans. And hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on the Big East Digital Network. Along with DJ Sixsmith, I'm Nick Mantegna. Delighted to have you with us. And on the final day of the season, Villanova will try to get the number 2 seed in the Big East tournament, DJ. Tough blow to the Wildcats. Caroline Coyer out for the rest of the season, but they have some key veterans that should help them into the postseason.
Such a shame, folks. 10 days ago, Coyer tears her ACL. She was leading this team in 5 statistical categories. Great news is her sister's still out there. Burton's going to be a player that stepped up. Edwards has 10 points in the last couple of games. Villanova has enough pieces, Nick, but it's going to be one quarter, let alone twice in one game.
We mentioned Villanova's status for the postseason. They are 5-2 against the RPI top 50. That speaks very loudly. Adriana Hahn stepped in front, as did Quinn. The Wildcats average close to 6 steals per game, and will set up their offense once again. Alex Lewin drives in, high off the glass, and she gets 2.
There's the elevation in her game. Last year, she tries to force that one up. Great ball fake, 2 hard dribbles, easy money off the window.
A 6-0 run for Villanova, as Butler hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes. And another miss, this time from Taylor Buford, as the scoring has been an issue for Butler. There's no doubt, as Wilkes, she will be going to the line.
Wilkes doing it on both sides of the floor. She's the one that forced the bad shot. Runs in transition, and a nice little passing going on here. Here's Lewin's shot from before. Great move on the ball fake, hard to the rim, exactly what you want to do. Drive in the teeth of that defense, especially since Obert's not playing today.
Samantha Wilkes from the line, as Jordan Dillard, the junior out of Atlanta, will replace Megan Quinn, as Nicole Orr will take a seat on the bench. Not a lot of depth today for Butler, or headed into the postseason. We'll see if Belle Obert can play in the Big East tournament next week. A big loss, as we've talked about. She was a lot of fun to watch on the volleyball court, was an all Big East first-team volleyball player for Coach Sharon Clark. And now in her second year playing women's basketball, and a traveling call on Buford.
Turnovers have been a killer in this first quarter. Butler has not looked crisp at all whatsoever. And if you're the Bulldogs right now, you seriously got to think about calling a timeout. It's about to get to a double-digit lead for Villanova.
They've struggled as well, just 2 of 10 shooting for Villanova. The Wildcats have trailed in each of their last 2 games at halftime, but they've come back to win both. Catherine Coyer, no good on a 3, and Schickel grabs the rebound. Schickel has had some monster rebounding efforts this year. As we mentioned, the 5 double-doubles. No good for Langlois on a 3, but the offensive rebound for Brittany Ward. Langlois has started out 0 for 3 from downtown. Down low they go to Schickel, who can't convert, then tried it again, and she will get fouled.
Good second effort there by the freshman. Sometimes you're going to get frustrated down in the paint. She never gave up here. Working inside, couldn't get the first one to go. Then 2 defenders collapsed. It didn't matter. She's going to the line for 2 free throws, and this is a moment where you like to see your freshman gain a little bit of toughness.
Schickel misses the first free throw. A great shooter, 49% on the year, 68% at the line. Close to 9 rebounds per game for the rookie. Close to 12 points per game after missing time with an illness. Had that monster game against Valpo early in the year. We all know about Belle Obert's triple-double against TCU. Had the career-high 10 blocks. Schickel had a very good game in that contest as well, with 21 points and 12 boards against the Frogs.
And she'll only get better, stronger, quicker, and we're seeing just a little bit of what's to come for this Butler team.
I'm guessing TCU didn't have Boykin or Doxson in that game.
No,
wrong
probably
sport,
not.
Wrong sport.
Even if they did have those guys out there, I don't know if it would have helped.
There's Catherine Coyer. We get it to Samantha Wilkes. No good on a 3, as the shooting has not been good for either team so far. And Schickel with a nice pass to find Langlois out in space. Catherine Coyer, a good defender, will be matched up here with Blair Langlois, as a fun matchup to keep an eye on between 2 very strong seniors for their teams. Down low to Schickel on a bullet pass and banks it in.
Schickel going to work inside. That's the one.
Villanova gets it over the timeline. Working as a team quite well. Megan Quinn. Bounce pass to Lewin in rhythm. And Alex Lewin scores it for Villanova.
That's how you break the pressure right there, with bigs that can pass and bigs that can cut. Lewin never gave up on that play. An easy layup inside.
Not a lot of buckets for Nova today, just 29%, but they do have 8 assists on their 12 field goals made. And that's how Villanova runs their offense when they work together as a unit. Very tough without Caroline Coyer, one of the best players in the conference. Another move for Schickel, trying to grab her miss. She might have gotten fouled, and that should be a double-double for Schickel.
Huge mismatch inside here. Check this out again. Hahn is guarding Schickel. That's not the move you want if you're Harry Peretta. Schickel shouldn't have gotten the first one to go down, but she gets another opportunity for her team here with a 10-point advantage for Villanova.
And it is a double-double, 15 and 10, and an offensive foul is called, it looks like, on Tori Schickel.
Just a little bit of a wraparound there. Schickel's been fighting for good position all afternoon long. This time the officials finally blow her for an offensive foul.
Second foul on Schickel, first team foul on Butler here in the fourth quarter. A 10-point lead, Catherine Coyer having to get rid of it. Hahn will fire up a three, and she knocks it down. Adriana Hahn with 14 points, her fourth three of the afternoon.
Such an impressive freshman is Adriana Hahn.
They'll try Schickel, little drop step, missed it there. Wilkes got the tip, and Villanova gets it back. 5 of 10 shooting for Adriana Hahn. 4 of 7 from downtown on a day where Villanova has only hit 6 of 24 from three-point land. She'll try it again. Adriana Hahn, a three-point specialist, and only a rookie, folks, having to replace a legend here at Villanova and Caroline Coyer, and Hahn getting it done yet again.
All set up from a great screen from Wilkes. That's all you need to do, Nick. Hahn does the rest after getting free for just a moment.
5 of 8 shooting from three-point range today for Adriana Hahn. Hit 5 of 8 against Xavier, 6 of 12 against Georgetown. She's had some spectacular shooting days against the Big East. "20 points at Marquette. She had 6 threes in that game as well. Hit 3 threes in the opener at NC State, a game Villanova lost. And here's the run out for Nova, 2-on-1. Is Megan Quinn down low as Schickel might have gotten a block on it. The third block of the day for Butler. A little bit underneath their average, but Villanova shoots a lot of perimeter shots, as we know. Inbound to Quinn, off the glass, beautifully done. Lewin on the inbound. The Wildcats with 9 threes. Butler had just 3 triples on the afternoon. Both teams will be going to the Big East tournament. Villanova, the 2 seed. Butler will be the number 9 seed. Thanks to our great crew on hand here today to help us as always. Villanova wins it over Butler. For DJ Sixsmith, I'm Nick Mantegna. We'll see you next time on the Big East Digital Network.